Yo, this is Nibiru with another, or actually my first Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile video. This is a profile combo tutorial for the Magistus archetype. I have made a variant that plays Magistus and Invoked as an engine. Let's get into some combos or bread and butters here. Alright. We're gonna start with a 2-card opening. One of my favorite ones. This one features the card Magician Souls, and another one, Spell Power Mastery. I'm gonna go ahead as our first play. Special summon Magician Souls. Activate the effect of Magician Souls to dump Dogmatika, Maximus. We're gonna activate the effect of our Spell Power Mastery. Add a Master Endymion to our hand. Activate the effect of our... Or actually, we're going to normal summon our Endymion here. Activate the effect of our Endymion to attach Magistus Maiden Artemis directly from our extra deck to him. Now, when Artemis is equipped by an effect to a Magistus monster, we're allowed to search any Magistus monster from our deck to our hand. So we're gonna add our Magistus Crowley. Here we'll be able to activate the effect of our Magician Souls, sending our Artemis from our field to the graveyard to draw one. We activate the effect of Crowley to special summon himself to the field by sending any spellcaster monster from our hand or face-up field to the graveyard. Magician Souls is a spellcaster monster, so he's a valid target for this effect. Crowley has an ability that allows him to change his attribute once per turn during the main phase, and we're going to activate that. Make him a water monster. We're going to take our level 4 Endymion, our level 4 Crowley, overlay them together for a Bahamut chart, detach, to special summon Totally Awesome. And now that's our 2-card combo into Totally Awesome. Let's go into our next combo. This is another 2-card combo featuring Magician Souls and Master of Endymion. We're going to special summon our Magician Souls, again sending our level 7 or higher spellcaster, which is our Dogmatika Maximus. We're going to normal summon Endymion, activate the effect of Endymion, lifting the Maiden Artemis to him, activating his effect, allowing us to draw a card, or actually to add a card. This will be the Magician of Crowley. Activate the effect of our Magician Souls here, send our Artemis, draw a card, sending our Magician Souls to the graveyard to special summon Crowley here, overlaying the Crowley and Master of Endymion to special summon this monster, one of the new cards here, Magistus Goddess Ninaruru. And with Ninaruru, we can detach any material from it to add a level 7, or actually a level 4 or higher spellcaster monster from our graveyard to our field. And with this, we'll add the Dogmatika Maximus. Maximus has the ability to special summon itself by banishing a link monster or extra deck monster from the graveyard. We have the Artemis. We'll banish that, activate the effect of our Maximus here to send a copy of our Titaniclad Ash Dragon and an App Cologne. This will proc the effect of our App Cologne here, which allows us to add a Shadow Schism. And we'll discard an Alistair the Invoker, set the Schism, and in phase we'll be able to special summon a copy of our Yugioh the Virtuous, adding a Fleur-de-Lis the Knighted to our hand by her effect. With this board we end on the interruption of Fleur-de-Lis, Shadow Schism to destroy or send a dark monster to the graveyard, and ends with the potential SHOUTOUT window, which prevents our opponent from special summoning cards. So that 2-card play actually ends us with, you know, a +4. Nothing too big. Nice graveyard. Alright, let's get into the next combo. Alright, this is combo number 3. This one is an opener of Magician Souls, Magistus, Grimoire, Crowley, and Magical Meltdown. It's pretty neat because the Magical Meltdown spell features Alistair the Invoker, and Alistair the Invoker and Crowley, I believe, by lore, are one and the same. Crowley being a younger variant of the Alistair card. Now let's get started. We're gonna open up with the Magical Meltdown, adding a copy of our Alistair the Invoker to hand. Activate the effect of our Magician Souls, reversing special summoning, sending a copy of our, where is he? Maximus. Neat thing. We'll activate our Magician Souls here, sending a copy of Magical Meltdown to draw a card. Then activate the effect to special summon. Well, actually, here we're gonna activate the effect of our Magician Souls to send a Magical Meltdown. Activating the effect of our Magician Souls to draw a card. Link away our Magician Souls here to summon a copy of our Magical Maiden Artemis. Activate the effect of Crowley to send Alistair the Invoker from the field to the graveyard. Using the effect of our Maiden Artemis, we can equip her to Crowley, which will proc the effect of our Artemis, allowing us to search any Magistus card from our deck to our hand. We're going to grab a copy of Master Endymion here. Summon a copy of this Master Endymion. You can activate Endymion's effect to destroy the Artemis, allowing us to draw a card and place a card on the bottom of our deck. Nice card to get us this Nibiru here. And here we can overlay, and from this point, because of the combos from part 1 combo and our part 2 combo, we know we have variance between a totally awesome Bahamut Shark inboard and the Magistus Ninaru inboard. But here, just for the sake of consistency, we'll show off the Ninaru play once more, detaching a material to essentially revive the Maximus here, pitching 1 and 2. We're going to see the App Cologne effect to search, grabbing our copy of Shadow Schism to hand, discarding our copy of Nibiru, setting, and ending turn with an Yugioh and a Fleur-de-Lis the Knighted. And again, consistent, essentially a consistent open that didn't even have to start off with a Master of Endymion. So this deck's pretty consistent. you don't necessarily have to open a Magistus monster that has the ability to equip from the extra deck. You pretty much just need a level 4 monster that can hold on to Artemis. So yeah, let's get into the next combo. Alright, this is by far one of my favorite combos in the entire deck, is the OTK. Starting by activating Magical Meltdown, grabbing a copy of Alistair the Invoker. Next up, we're going to special summon our copy of Magician Souls here, sending a copy of Maximus from the graveyard. We'll normal summon our Alistair the Invoker, adding a copy of Invocation from our deck to our hand. We'll activate the effect of Magician Souls to send our copy of Magical Meltdown to draw a card. The card here really doesn't matter, but it's nice to be able to essentially net a card off of the Magical Meltdown here. We'll activate, we'll link here to summon Salamangreat Almirage, and then link away our Magician Souls to summon a copy of Artemis. We can only summon an Artemis once per turn this way. It's not really necessary as a play to do, but yeah, you'll see why when you want to know that. Summon a Cross Sheep here, using 2 monsters with different names. Activate the effect of our Invocation here, banishing the Alistair and the copy of Artemis to special summon Invoked Magistus here to the zone that Cross Sheep points to. Cross Sheep's effect will activate since a fusion monster was summoned in the zone connected to it. We get to summon our Magician Souls. We'll activate our copy of Spell Power Mastery here. Grab ourselves a copy of Master Engineer. Linking away these 2 to summon the Selene Queen Master of Magicians. She'll acquire 3 counters because as well we have 3 spells in our graveyard, possibly more through the effect of Pot of Desires, but you know, this is for the sake of example here. Her effect can activate to detach or remove 3 counters to special summon, say like our Maximus here, right? Maximus could send cards directly from our extra decks to the graveyard to give us advantage for a past turn. So if we're like on the turn, we can send the cards via Maximus to plus and set up a blockade. Or instead of activating his effect here, locking ourselves out from further extra deck plays, we can actually special summon an Endymion from our hand. When with the Endymion effect, we can equip him with a copy of our Artemis. Artemis's effect will trigger, which will allow us to add a copy of, say, like Crowley to our hand. Activate the other effect of the Endymion here to pop the Artemis, draw a card. Whoa, another Desire is pretty broken. And in the case where we draw any spellcaster monster, we could essentially extend our play via Crowley. Oh, but wait, we don't have to. We have an Invocation in the graveyard. We can activate the effect of our Invocation here add the copy of Alistair the Invoker from our banish pile to our hand, pitch the Alistair the Invoker, special summon the Crowley, activate the effect of our Crowley here to change his element to water, overlay 2, and again, because of the optional plays between combo 1 and 2, we have the variable of being able to go into Bahamut Toad here, so something like this. Or establishing a board like so. With Ninaruru, detaching material, grabbing Maximus, and extending that way. But for the sake of example here, we're gonna go with the initial play, which was a Toad summon. Now with this Toad summon, we have one negate, one Omni negate, a pseudo Omni negate via Mechaba, potentially full Omni if a spell, monster or trap, or a monster and trap are drawn from this Pot of Desires activation. But more importantly, we have this Bahamut Shark in play. We have the Bahamut Shark and a pretty much useless Selene. We can sack these two to link summon. Go into our access code talker. Access code talker's effect will activate here, targeting our Selene, ramping him up to 5,300 points. So we have a 5,300 point access code talker here, a totally awesome with 2,200 attack and a Mechaba that's well over 8,000. Actually, I believe it's 11,000.
Oh, that's a lot of damage!
Exactly. Yeah, that's 11,000 points of damage. Or is that 10,000 on the money? Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's all over 8,000. And in addition to that, we have 1, 2, 3 banishes available for this access code talker. So it's 3 card pops, Omni negates all around, and you know, some extra cards. And this is all starting from a 3 card hand. And we drew the Ash Blossom from the card. So it's just really good combo. Alright, here's the deck profile. I run 2 Alistair the Invoker for, you know, Invoker reasons. 2 copies of Ash Blossom, the mainstay, double copies of Ecclesia, 1 Knighted, 1 Maximus, triple Souls, 1 Crowley, 3 Endymion, 2 Nibiru, 2 Droplets, 2 Invocation, 3 Meltdown, 1 Reborn, 2 Nadir Servant, 2 Pot of Desires. Some people may say, like, why aren't you playing 3 Desires? But I personally believe in this deck, I don't want to banish too many of my targets because, you know, the Banish 10 is just something that can really impact your deck and the way you draw not only into your sideboard but your main deck cards. So just double Desires, you know, +1 is fine whenever you get it, but if you don't get it, it's not a big deal. Spell Power Mastery. Some people may be wondering what this card even does, even after the deck profile. It can modify the number of counters presented on Selene, as well as search Endymion, and Endymion paired up with Selene is just a super powerful combo. So 2 Spell Power Mastery. 3 tax, you know, it's 3 tax. There's not much to explain about that. It's basically a god card. 2 Dogmatika Punishment. Reason why I run 2 over the 1 that's pretty common in some Eldritch builds is because it's broken. It's just a plus, it's like a +2 in the form of a trap card. How can you get mad? 3 infinite impermanence. This card is just nuts. Again, you can activate it on your 0 turn, negate your opponent's cards, and, you know, punish your opponent. It's a good hand trap. Also, it's not a monster, so it can't get hit with Call by the Grave. Also, Konami, why is Call by the Grave limited to 1? We have the 1 copy of SHOUTOUT Schism to round it off. You know what Schism does, it summons Window. Sideboard, we have 3 Toad and Otk birds. Toad and Otk bird is going to be a really powerful card going into the next format, especially when the Series 10 support comes out. It's something about like the return of Necros. Like, get your Toad and Otk birds now. We got 3 copies of Effect Veller. Effect Veller, not much to explain about it. You can Celine combo with it. It's broken, but I wouldn't say it's worth the main deck spot, only because there are a lot more combo heavy decks that don't necessarily lose to 1 negation, and Nibiru is just a lot better in a main deck, in my personal opinion. Until the deck approaches until the game approaches a point where mid-range decks are like the A1 dominant deck, which this deck pretty much is. Effect Veller just doesn't do it. Like, Effect Veller, Haiku, Fibrax, all you want. They can just link cross combo and kill you anyway. The other cards we have in the sideboard: Dark Ruler No More, pretty fire, self-explanatory. 3 copies of Lightning Storm, also pretty self-explanatory, destroys everything. Harvey's Feather Duster also destroys everything, good against the Eldritch decks. Whoa. Shared Rod, it's pretty good against decks that love to search, add cards from the graveyard. Good going second. Good going in the game 2, my bad. Not going second. It's really good going in the game 2 as player 1, because you're able to quickly establish a board, say with like your totally awesome setup. Wait for opponent like an Infernoble Knight player to play their searches, activate your Sarah in response, and kind of just max ego off on them. We're gonna approach the extra deck here. We have our copy of SHOUTOUT Apkalon. This searches our SHOUTOUT Schism. And one thing that's pretty cool about the SHOUTOUT Apkalon, it actually has the ability that says if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a SHOUTOUT card from your deck or graveyard to your hand and discard 1 card. So if you ever approach a situation where you may have discarded your Schism through some sort of interaction with your cards, say for instance you Magician Souls your Schism away, you can actually buy back your Schism by sending an Apkalon from your extra deck to the graveyard, say from like a Dogmatika Punishment, Nidier Servant, or Maximus. So even when your Schisms are down, your Apkalon effect isn't dead. We have SHOUTOUT Window, that's what we use when activating our Schism. Elder Entity Entis pops cards, Mechaba negates cards, Purgatorio breaks boards. Titanclad searches Ecclesia, and Ecclesia gives us Punishment, Maximus, and Fleur-de-Lis. Really good cards, really good interruptions. Bahamut Shark summons Toad. Ninaruru. Ninaruru, it's a new card. I really like it a lot. The interaction it has with the Magician Souls and Maximus is what I feel is going to be a really impactful combo in the metagame going forward. Shoot, I might be wrong, but you should try this deck out and see, prove it with statistics. We got the access code talker here. Cross sheet, pretty self-explanatory. Magistus Maiden Artemis at 2. Salamangreat Almirage, and the Celine Queen Triff Gaming's waifu, Master of Magicians. This pretty much rounds out the deck profile, and like, comment, subscribe. If this video, say, hits 100 likes, 100 subscribers for my channel even, I'll post another variant of this deck or any other deck that you guys want to see. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys want to see next, and This is Nibiru signing out. Thank you for watching.